Good morning. Hello, everybody. I just thought I would do a quick little 15-minute chair yoga class for us. Do some heart openers and do a couple little stretches for our legs to get us warmed up this morning. So here we go. Let's go ahead and just start by connecting with our breath a little bit so we can notice how we're feeling this morning. Notice how our body's feeling this morning. Plant your feet firmly on the ground. Sit up nice and tall. Let's go ahead and start by bringing one hand to the forehead and one to the heart or one to the belly. You decide. It's always your choice. Whatever feels better for you this morning. Find some nice big breaths here. I invite you to close your eyes and sink into it a little bit if you'd like to, or just gaze down at the floor gently and find a nice, big, beautiful breath. Breathing it right down into your belly, right down into the tips of your toes. And take 2 or 3 more really big breaths here. Breathing in through your nose, exhaling out through your nose or your mouth. You get to decide. This whole practice, you get to decide whatever makes you feel the best today in this moment of time. You can try both too if you want. Allow those shoulders to soften. Shoulder blades slide right down your back. Release them right into your back pockets. Bring both hands right to your belly. Notice that breath. And we'll go ahead and release those hands and shake it off. All right, let's take a few shoulder rolls while we're here, or shrugs. Here's the joy of teaching at home during COVID. Dogs walking by, dogs shaking, shaking themselves. You can hear the jingle of their chain. I apologize. This is real life here, real time. Here comes Bailey saying hi. All right, let's take some shoulder shrugs. Let's go ahead and add some breath to that movement here. Let's go. Breathe in, lift those shoulders up. Big exhale down. A few more of those. Breathe it in, lift up towards your shoulders. Big exhale, let it go. And one more. Nice. All right. Drop your chin towards your chest here. You get to decide what you want to do here. If you want to rock it from side to side gently a little bit, or if you want to go ahead and lift your chin up towards the ceiling for a few stretches, you can do that. Both sides if that feels all right. Always being mindful, always checking in. How does it feel for you today? Not me. I don't matter here in this picture. Only you do. What does it feel like for you right here, right now? Go ahead and release that chin to the chest again. And we'll go ahead and slide that chin up towards the ceiling, only as high as you want to take it. Let those shoulders get heavy. And go ahead and bring your chin back to center. Let's bring our palms together. Interlace those fingers. Stretch your arms out in front of you. This is a really nice little practice to do in the middle of your workday. Or if you've been sitting too long, drop your chin towards your chest. Let's wake up our spine. Here we go. Float those hands up towards the sky. Breathe it in. Exhale it out, round your spine. Drop your chin towards your chest. Let's breathe it in, lift it, open through the heart, give a little bend to the back. Release it, round your spine. Big exhale. Let's do one more of those. Breathe it in. Exhale it out. Bring your hands right to your knees. We're going to unwind that spine one vertebra at a time. The last thing to come up is your head. All right, nice. How you feeling? Okay, do a little check-in again. Notice those shoulders. Let them get heavy. Notice those shoulder blades. When you drive those shoulder blades right down your back, tuck them into your back pockets. That's going to give you that nice alignment. It's going to give you that nice long spine and proper posture. All right, let's reach our hands all the way up towards the sky. Big breath in, gather up that air. Bend at the elbows, come into those nice goalpost arms. We're going to lean over to the side, wake up the spine in another direction, opening through the heart. Big breath. Breathe it right down the rib cage. Come back to center. Let's switch to the other side. Open up over here. How does it feel over here? Might feel completely different. That's okay. Bring it back to center. Let's add a little twist. Draw that elbow over towards the opposite one. We're just twisting through the torso. Come all the way back to center on an inhale. Exhale it over to the other side. Inhale it back to center. Let's add a little back bend. Look up towards the ceiling, opening through the heart. Exhale those hands all the way down to the knees. Stretch out that spine, flatten out that back. And then slowly, when you're ready, walk those hands down towards your toes. Release your head, shake your head, nod your head, whatever feels good while you're down here. We'll pause, take one more breath. And then bring those hands all the way back to your knees. Flatten out that back, stretch it out. Press down into your knees, lift all the way up again. Let's do that sequence one more time. Wake up, here we go. Reach those hands all the way up, gather up that air. Exhale those hands down into goalpost arms. Reach it over, stretch, open, big breath. Look at your hand if you want. Come back to center, switch to the other side. Same thing, if you want to look up at your hand, you are more than welcome to do that. Come back to the center on an inhale. Exhale the hand over to the elbow. Come back to center. Switch it up over to the other side. Come back to center. Back bend. Here we go. Lift, open to the heart. Big stretch, big breath. Exhale those hands down to your knees. Flatten out that back. Stretch. Release your hands down towards your toes. Shake your head no, nod your head yes. Bring those hands back to your knees. Stretch it out one last time. Press down into those legs. Lift yourself back up. Take a shoulder roll. Take a shrug if you want to. Nice. Wiggle it out. All right, we're going to do one more stretch for our hip sockets here and then wind it down. This is going to just be a quick little break in your day here today. Just that 5-minute stretch, 6-minute stretch. All right, here we go. A little bit of a side angle. We're going to scoot our one knee over to the side of our chair. Stretch out that opposite leg behind you, okay? Over to the side here. Big stretch. Plant that foot down into the floor. You can't see my foot. Sorry. I wish you could see it right now. I just want you to be able to hear me really well and see me up close so you can see the details of what we're doing here today. But feel that foot grounding down. Press down to the outside of that foot. Sit up nice and tall. Lift up and out the top of the head. Go ahead and plant that elbow down on your knee. Keep your arm here if you need to. If you've got shoulder concerns, stay right here. Not a big deal. Otherwise, let's go ahead and float that arm up over our ears. Stretch it out. Still grounding down into that foot. Stretch it. Hi, Bailey. Big breath. Breathe into that side. All right, here we go. Press down into those feet. Press down into that elbow. Come all the way back up to center. Release that hand down. And we're going to switch. Slide that foot back to center. Here we go. Other side. Go ahead and shift your weight. Bend that other knee. Bailey, you got to move, girly. All right, slide that leg out to the side. That tape's on my leg. Sorry. Here we go. Ground down into the outside of that opposite foot. Now sit up really tall. Take your elbow, drop down to your knee. Again, stay here if you need to. If your shoulder feels a little achy today, like mine does, rest it. Heat it up later. Give yourself a little CBD oil or something, a little salve. All right, if it doesn't hurt though, go ahead and sweep that arm up over your ear. Stretch it out. Big breath. Breathe into that rib cage. Breathe into that side. Press down into the outside of that foot. Get that nice lengthening. Stretch. Big breath. Press down into your feet. Press down into that elbow. Sweep that arm all the way back down to the side. Slide that foot back to center. Come back to your center here. Take a big breath. Add a few shoulder shrugs. Let's breathe in as we lift the shoulders up. Big exhale down. Breathe it in, lift them up. Exhale it down. One more. Breathe it in. Let it go. Let's bring our palms to our heart center. Feel those feet grounding down. Feel your head lifting up. And we'll take a sweeping motion. Breathe in that air, gather it up. Exhale, one hand down to the forehead, one to the back of the head. Press together here. This is so calming, stress releasing, stress reducing. If you're really feeling heightened today, take the hand that's on the back of your head, take two fingers, bring it right to the hollow of the throat here, and breathe. Close your eyes if you want, if that feels good. Shoulders get heavy. Shoulder blades sliding down your back. And when you're ready, go ahead and release your hands down to your sides. And let's shake it off. All right. Thank you for joining me today. Have a wonderful rest of the day.